god, I'm so excited. Like anytime I have to talk to you guys, I get so excited because it's all about sharing valuable information. Oh my god. Okay, you all. So my name is Tato and I'm an ESL educator. Kemosoto, currently based in Taiwan. So I work in Taiwan. I teach English as a foreign language. Okay. So if you're joining us for the very first time today, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like, okay? If you find the video is valuable, don't forget to like, but do subscribe, guys. And as promised in my previous video, I'm gonna be talking about 4 things today. Number 1, I'm going to talk about the introduction video. Number 2, I'm going to talk about the demo lesson. Number 3, I'm going to talk about the interview. And lastly, I will be sharing sites that you guys can use to find English teaching positions, okay? So let's get into it. I don't want to waste your time, guys. Time is money, right? Okay, so number 1, I'm going to talk about the introduction video. First of all, guys, an introduction video does not have to be formal. I don't know how to correctly emphasize this. It does not have to be formal, okay? You don't have to sit and be like, hello, my name is, I was an English teacher and then I had to leave because no. An introduction video is a very flexible, beautiful video of you introducing yourself and selling your personality. You don't have to sound like anybody. You don't have to imitate anybody. Be yourself. Be your interesting self, okay? So the first thing to do in an introduction video is to tell people your name and your surname and where you come from. So introduce yourself, introduce your country as well. And then you can also talk about your hobbies, your interests, right? What do you like to do during your spare time? What keeps you excited? What makes you happy? What do you like doing, right? And also you can talk about your skills. Don't forget to talk about your qualifications and experience if you have any, okay? If you don't have any experience, it's not a train smash. But remember that ESL, it's a very flexible thing, guys, okay? So you can talk about the time you taught somebody to do something. Like back in high school, I used to train some of the students to debate, right? So that was me teaching people to do things. And I used to be a student librarian, so I would tell them from time to time on how they should, keep their books in perfect conditions, and also where to pack the books after using them, supervise them in the library. That's teaching somebody to do something, and you can also share an experience like that. And then in the university, I used to be, back in university, I used to be a student ambassador. And of course, I would communicate with parents, with students, and do a number of things at school. And yeah, you can share anything basically. And that was me being a leader. So yeah, you can, it's a flexible thing. Let me say that. It's not a very difficult thing to do. You can just share about things that excite you. And yeah, there's other things that I have mentioned. So it does not necessarily have to be you teaching somebody to do something in a school. Even at home, have you ever taught your little brother to swim or to cook something or to maybe chop vegetables? Or do you have an exciting story to tell that can make us laugh, or that's so interesting and can show us your other interesting side? Then you can also share that, okay? Yeah, so basically an introduction video is just you selling your personality. As I said, you don't have to imitate anybody. You can go to YouTube and watch how other people did their introduction videos, okay? But it does not necessarily mean that you have to imitate them or you have to sound exactly like them. Of course, you can take what you like, leave what you don't like, substitute, or do it your way. Well, with my introduction video, I did not imitate anybody. I just watched a few introduction videos from other people, and then I was like, okay, I know what to do. And of course, I talked about myself and myself alone. I did not copy anything from anybody. I was as vibrant as I am right now. And if you're not a very loud, vibrant person, that's okay. Just be yourself, okay? You are not channeled to look like or sound like, so you can be yourself. You don't have to imitate anybody. Okay, and yeah, that's it with the introduction video. You can also talk about your hobbies. As I said, I talked about traveling, I talked about reading and writing, and also you can try to make it interesting by linking your skills with teaching. How are those skills going to help you in your teaching job? Like for example, I did broadcasting and journalism, and guys, that's the best thing about teaching English as a foreign language, because you do not have to be a professional teacher to do the job. Any qualification, any degree, okay? So I talked in journalism. We read and we write, we listen, we speak, and those are the skills needed in teaching English as a foreign language. So for me, it was so easy because I talked about such skills. Of course, I mean, I have professional. I'm a professional. Let me just say that, yeah, in speaking, in writing, reading, and also listening. So I mentioned such skills, and yeah, I cannot say that's what got me a job, guys. I think what made my interviewers, my recruiter and my employer, to be very interested in me was that I was just myself and I put my personality out there. Yeah. So I advise you to do the same, and please make sure that you do not make any grammatical errors. Remember that you are applying for an English teaching job, so you have to make sure that your speaking is up to par, and you don't have to sound like, I repeat, you don't have to imitate anybody, you don't have to speak posh English. Yeah, just be simple, be yourself, okay? You don't have to twang. It's okay. Speak how you speak. If you twang naturally, that's okay. If you don't twang, that's still okay, okay? And also, it shouldn't be too long. A minute introduction video is perfect. Now, if we're pushing it, let's just say a minute and 30 seconds is okay. If we take it to 2, it will be boring, and we don't want it to be boring. We want to attract the employers or the recruiters focus. We wanna make them see that we can do that, and that there's no other better person for the job except you. So ensure that it's not long. Long is boring, okay? And then let's see. Also, you can talk about how culturally aware are you. First of all, you can talk about that. If you traveled to a different country to do something, it does not necessarily have to be to Asia or America. If you traveled from Lesotho to South Africa and then you had people speaking different language, but you were able to adjust and try to understand them, to hear them, understand how they do things and stuff like that, that's also a good experience to share, because it shows that it will not be your first time being in a different environment and being around different people. So it will show that you will be able to cope because you have done it before. Okay, guys, let's move on to the second thing, which is a demo lesson. Okay, so a demo lesson is a demonstration video. As the name suggests, it's a demo, right? You demonstrate your teaching skills. So how do you do a demo lesson? Now let's get to that. Okay, so with a demo lesson, the first thing you do is to pick a topic that you want to teach you or to demonstrate on. With my demo lesson, it was on the weather, like sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, yeah. I decided to do a lesson on that, the weather. So also try to draw down how you would like your lesson to be, okay? And do not forget these things. Don't forget this. It is very important. Number 1, prepare props. Prepare some props because they help. They show the employer that you know what you are doing, you know what you are talking about. Guys, learning a new language is very difficult. It's challenging. And it is your responsibility as a teacher to make it as simple as possible. Like, you cannot walk into the classroom and ask students, what is your favorite color? They don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what color is. They don't understand English. Some know zero English. Of course, you may be lucky to teach intermediate students, or even advanced, students. Their levels will be different. But again, there's a possibility of you teaching students with zero English skills. So you have to find ways to simplify everything for them. Like, for example, if you ask them what is your favorite color, then maybe a good way to ask that question would be, my favorite color is black. Right? What is your favorite color? Or even to introduce different colors first, that this is white, this is red, blue, orange. I like orange. My favorite color is orange. What is your favorite color? So it becomes very easy for them to answer, or even to interpret everything you are saying, and to also understand what you are talking about. So it's your responsibility as a teacher to make your lessons as simple as possible, to make English, how you speak, how you present your lessons, as easy as possible. And you have to demonstrate that in your demo, because now that's where you boast with your skills. You show them what you can do, what you're good at, and that's the very same demo that's gonna get you a job. So give it your best shot. Okay, get some props. If it means buying them, go out and buy them. If you want to teach about maybe you want to teach about fruits, you can go as far as buying fruits, just maybe just 4 different, a banana, an apple, grapes, and I don't know, a pear maybe. Yeah, and then you can show them orange. This is an orange. And then you can teach them how to construct sentences. This is an orange. It is an orange. Such things. So they will get out of your classroom knowing this is and it is. So those are some of the things you can demonstrate in your demo lesson. So what do you do? What's the first thing you do when you walk into a classroom? You greet your students, definitely. So show it in your demo. Greet us, okay? And then number 2, introduce your topic. Today, class, we are going to talk about this and this and this and this. You can even go as far as explaining it, okay? Or even asking them questions. Do you like fruits? What do you like? Does your mom like fruits? Does your dad like fruits? Does your younger brother like fruits? Just to make them understand what you're talking about, so that when you move deeper into the things you would like to talk about in the classroom, at least they have understanding on what the topic is about, and then it will be so easy for them to interact and also to decode everything that you are going to say in the classroom. Yeah. And then number 3, guys, your demo lesson should have 3 activities. Okay, 3. A class activity, it can be an oral activity, and then group activity, and an individual activity. Okay, so you need to show that in your demo too. In our class, we are going to sit in pairs, for example. Let's do this and this, or here are the questions. Ask your partner, discuss with your partner, or even a group. So 3 activities, don't forget. There should be 3 activities in your demo lesson. And your closing, how do you close your lesson? And yeah, be friendly. Even with your first video, which is the introduction video. Show us your very friendly professional face. Okay, you laugh if you have to, smile if you have to, but don't over exaggerate. Okay, there are times when you don't feel like now I'm speaking and I'm not smiling. And imagine if I recorded this whole video smiling, like guys, so the intro, like, it wouldn't make sense. So just be yourself and try as much as possible to be natural. Okay. Yeah, be natural. Yeah, and then that's it. How do you close your lesson? Also show us that in your demo lesson. So yeah, guys, that's it with the demo lesson. And don't forget that it should not be too long. Your demo lesson should be 8 to 10 minutes maximum, guys, maximum, because you are not teaching, you are only giving us a glimpse, taking us a beat into your classroom. taking us with you just for nakwenyane fela. So yeah. It should not be too long, okay? So yes, guys, if you are still watching up to this far, definitely you are finding this video helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and also you can hit the notification bell so that you receive notifications each time I post a video, and then you will receive a notification, and then you will not miss on this valuable information I'm sharing, okay? So don't forget to do that. Subscribe. Okay, guys. Okay, and if you have questions, ESL related questions, you can, or you have any video suggestions, like are there some things you would like me to talk about, you can put them down or write them down in the comment section, okay? I'm gonna attend to them one by one, and then I will respond happily because my goal is to share as much as possible with you guys. So yeah, let's not waste more time. Let's talk about the third thing, guys. Okay, so the third thing is the interview, okay? Let's assume that you have now, you have updated your CV, attached your demo, attached your introduction video, and now you have scored yourself an interview. Ooh, congratulations. How do you prepare for your interview? Number one, you can go to YouTube and try to see how other people did their interviews, okay? Or some other things, like normally people share their experiences. Some go as far as sharing interview questions you can expect, okay? And in most cases, the same questions are asked over and over again, so there's a possibility of you watching somebody's interview and meeting at least 3 or even 4 questions from their own interview. Then at least you will be free, and you'll be able to answer them in a very good way, right? So yeah, go to YouTube, see how other people did their interviews, take what you can, leave what you don't need, okay? And also you can go to Google and search for ESL or English teaching interview questions. You will see a list of questions and how you can answer them. You don't have to cram. You don't have to take everything out, copy and paste out how it was written or it is written. You can try to find a way to answer them in your own way. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys, with the interview. And I think the golden tip for your interview is or golden tips, because some are just coming into my mind now as I'm speaking. The golden tips are: number one, be confident, okay? Be confident. And number two, be yourself, be friendly, smile, okay? Be at ease, yeah, don't panic. And also number three, make sure that your speaking skills are up to par, okay? You don't want to make some silly mistakes when answering English questions. Remember that you are applying for an English teaching position. So ensure that your speaking is up to par, and then don't be afraid to ask questions. And also you can go and just do a little research on the school that you will be working for. Sometimes you know exactly the school that will be interviewing you, but there are times where you are just interviewed and there's no school yet. Recruiters interview you and then record the interview and send it to schools, so the schools will choose you, will pick you. But if you know the school that you are going to, if you were told which school is going to interview you, then the best thing to do is to try to research about the school so that you know what to ask. Or if they ask you questions like why did you pick our school, you'll be able to answer the questions if you know about the school. But it will be very hard to answer such a question. In fact, you won't be able to answer that question if you know nothing at all about the school, okay? So yeah, that's it, guys. And then I would like to talk about the last thing, or share the last thing, which is the sites you can use for these positions. I think I will write some. They will definitely pop up some way. I'll include them in this video. I don't know how, but yeah, I'll find a way. But also you can go to Facebook and try to search for, like as a as a native English speaker and as a non-native English speaker, you know countries you can teach English in. The first thing to do is to go to Google and type or search countries non-native English speakers can teach English in, and countries native English speakers can teach English in. And then you can now access the sites. You can go to Facebook and join Facebook groups, right, for those positions. Definitely we have Facebook groups like teaching English in China, teaching English in South Korea, teaching English in Taiwan, teaching English in Thailand, teaching English in Vietnam, Costa Rica, many for different countries. So you can join such groups because positions are always put up in there. And most people who got English teaching positions will tell you that they got their jobs or they got the positions, they saw the positions in Facebook groups. So yeah, they are equally important with the sites I'm gonna be sharing. I think I'll just share others, make a list of them, then you can look at them, try to see the post, view them. They are detailed, so you will get every information you would want to know, right?
I feel like a skin that's a part of my skin, clinging up on me, under all that somewhere deep, deep, deep internally, I'm running away from it. Take it away from me. City fine, fashion to the divide, ain't no way to coincide. Kinda what I'm up on a closure. I'm grinding till I know.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching up to this far. It really means a lot to me. I am so committed, dedicated to sharing information with you guys, and I don't know what my next video will be about. Definitely I'll find something valuable to talk about, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And thank you so much for joining me today. And lastly guys, all the best for you guys working on finding English teaching positions in different countries. All the best. It's the best thing you can ever do for yourself. I always say that teaching English for me feels like being on a paid vacation, because that's what it feels like, for real. Like every day feels like a paid vacation. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. And I'm wishing you guys all the best. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
My mind